So let's put some verbs in the sentences and show you exactly what I mean. I'm going to make one assumption only today, that you know the basic names of the chords in jazz. That's the only assumption I'll make. Otherwise, I have to start too early on for most people that will be here. So what am I looking at here? I'm just looking at chords in the key to start with. So my focus is right here and nowhere else. Very simple stuff. Why is this very simple stuff? Because all we're doing is taking chord 1 in C, C major 7th, chord 2 in C, D minor 7th, chord 3, E minor 7th, chord 4, F major 7th, chord 5, G dominant 7th, chord 6, A minor 7th, chord 7, B minor 7 flat 5. That's it. I'm going to have to make the assumption that you know the names of these chords. I get people who come all the time for one-to-one lessons, London or online on Zooms, and they're playing tunes, but they don't know these basic things, right? So they don't know how to do that in C, in F, in G, in B flat, in E flat, but they're playing tunes in those keys. So let's see something. Let me clear that. Let's take Blue Moon. Very simple tune. We'll look at these two things side by side, okay? Blue Moon, key of C. Let's see how many of these chords show up in Blue Moon. Is this chord in the key? Yes, it's here. It's on that. There's C major 7. Is A minor 7 in that list? Yes, A minor 7 is in that list. Is D minor 7? Yes. Is G7? Yes. That's the same as this. So that's already taken care of. All of this is already taken care of. So far we've had this. We've had A minor 7. We've had D minor 7. We've had G7. That's the first 8 bars of the song. That's all Blue Moon does in the A sections, right? That's it. So that's fine if you're in C. People think that's easy. But then let's see what else it does. Later on, switches to a new key. How do we know that, by the way? The way we know we've switched to a new key is if you have a major and it's neither chord 1 nor is it chord 4 in your key, because those two are major 7ths, okay, in any key. And if it's neither of those, then it's probably a key change. So from there, I'm going to go backwards and say, well, these two things aren't in the key of C either. Look, they're not in that list. So you know what's happened? That's a quick modulation to the key of E flat. If I do this, there's that E flat chord. There is, let's just grab something in the next list. There is the 2, 5, 1 to E flat. Exactly what we get there. How do we get out of the bridge? That's something we'll look at later. So we just want to see some basics first, right? So why would we play a tune like Blue Moon and not know that, first of all, let's just transpose back to C. First of all, that we've got a really basic progression here, chord progression, 1, 6, 2, 5. Everybody's heard 1, 6, 2, 5. Obviously Blue Moon. Which I messed up there. Thing is, that's fine in the key of C, right? But when you get 1, 6, 2, 5 in another key, you should also recognize it. You know what happens? Some magic happens. Because people misunderstand transposing, this idea that jazz musicians must play in 12 keys. It's great if you can play things in several keys, but it shouldn't be just one key. When you transpose something simple to another key, it's not just so that you can accompany a singer. It's also so that you get experience of seeing it in another direction. And let's say you transpose that to F. Playing 1, 6, 2, 5 in F is not hard. F major 7 now, D minor 7, G minor 7 to C7. These are all things you can learn just by following the sheet. Then when you do play a tune in the key of F and it has the same ingredients, you already have experience. You already recognize 1, 6, 2, 5. It's not a new thing. Your ear knows what it's playing and can anticipate the music next. You can learn voicings for things like those common progressions. You can learn how to improvise over them. You can learn movements. You will have rules and principles. That's the difference between somebody playing jazz properly and somebody who just wants to play tune. When a student comes, all the amount of times tune or song comes out of their mouth rather than scale, chord, progression, transpose, practice, slow down, rhythm, right? It's all about when do we play this song. So the trouble is, if you just play songs you like, they're probably going to be too hard for you if you're just getting started, and they're not going to show you how to play the basic progressions. You should be able to play any tune if you're studying the right stuff. So when people say to me, I'm interested in joining jazz skills, which songs do you teach? It's totally the wrong approach. It's which skills can you learn so you can apply them to any tune, right? Okay.